Very good evening, everyone. Myself, Rhythm Chadda. I am very pleased to welcome you all in this webinar on the topic PET and unique personality, which has been organized by MTT. MTT is a marketplace for private tutors, school teachers, corporate trainers, academicians, educators, and all kind of education professionals. The
Ashish.
company's mission is to provide quality education easily and affordably. Now, I would like to introduce the guest speaker of this webinar, Mr. Mukesh Kumawar. He is presently working as PGT Physical Education in the Sagar School. He is appointed as External Examiner of Physical Education Practicals of CBSE. He is awarded Best Teacher by Bharat Vikas Parishad Alwar in 2015. So over to you.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Rhythm. I'm very thankful, first of all, to Team MTT to providing me opportunity to put up my ideas and thoughts on this platform. Definitely, by your platform, my thoughts and ideas will reach to so many people. And as I am the professional of physical education, I wish that my profession will grow more through your platform. So I welcome everyone. Good evening to everyone. Well, as per the topic which I have taken, physical education teacher and unique personality, I believe that definitely as other teachers and other educators, those who are related with education field, all may be agree with me that a PET is definitely a unique personality. How we can say that? We will discuss in this session definitely. I request everyone to keep their audio off, please. So as the topic which I have taken, PET and unique personality. Why I have taken this, why I am asking everyone to accept that PET is an unique personality. A PET is a professional person who is capable to do a lot of things, who has knowledge of lot of areas, lot of concepts. Generally, or in the common sense, or the common aspect in the society, PTs are generally not considered as a teacher. But I hope that by this webinar, by this session, everyone will understand and may agree that PET is also a teacher. Before starting further, I'll ask everyone to put up their poll about some questions. Mr. Rhythm, can you put up the first question on the poll?
Yeah, once again, so once again.
Yeah, please. There's a question on your screen. It's a request to everyone. Just filled it. The question is, physical education is required for. So why physical education is actually required? Why do we need physical education in education system or in general life? I hope that all are doing this poll. Please put up your opinion about this. So as the question was, P is required for. Four options were given for physical fitness, for entertainment, for utilization of leisure time, proper growth and development. So definitely most of you have answered about for proper growth and development. When we talk about proper growth and development, what do we consider about it? What do we understand about this? Are we considering a child? Are we considering a person? Are we considering an adult or a student? Well, as per the PE field or as a PE profession, it consider everyone, starting from the infant child to the mature person also. So as the poll, definitely, I hope that all have put up their opinion about that. Rhythm, just come back to the slides, please.
Once again.
The next slide. So as you all have given your opinion, as per my opinion or my view, why P is required? Let us just understand in this little bit in detail. Yes, P is required to encourage a healthy and active lifestyle throughout the school body. When we talk about a school body, that start from the nursery classes, or you can say the kindergarten classes, till when the child reach up to the 12th class. When we talk about a school body, it comprises higher educations also. That means the college education or university education. That means P is required at each platform of the education to nurture sportsmanship in all aspects of competition. People say that P is only for a sports person. No, it's not only about sports. It is to build up a sportsman spirit to attempt all kind of competition. It may be a task, it may be an exam, it may be a kind of sports competition, it may be a kind of any other competition in which students or the person take part. To widen each student's sporting experience and enjoyment. Yes, enjoyment is the need of the life. Everyone wishes to have enjoyment. P platform provide opportunity to have enjoyment and sporting experience in various ways. To create a passion for active recreation and sport. Recreation also required to live life happily. P also provide so many opportunities to have recreation. To assist students in reaching their physical potential in a variety of sporting environments. Yes, it is not about only to play any game sport just like a player or a professional player. Just to provide opportunity in various ways to give sporting environment to each child and each person also. As present, as IPL are going on, just before some days IPL have been finished. So IPL is a kind of way put up by physical education field, which have given a sporting environment to cricket players or other players also, to promote physical culture among the society. As the present scenario, the pandemic which we all are suffering, it has been understood and has been agreed with all the persons throughout the world that physical fitness is required at must. Why? For this, the people must understand that physical culture has to be developed a lot. When we talk about students, when we talk about children in the schools, we can relate the concept of PE with education in this way, that a student must be healthy to be educated and educated to be healthy. That means that education and health goes vice versa. They are totally simultaneous, they go simultaneously. If we wish someone to be educated, we must provide healthy atmosphere for that. And for that, health is most important concern. And once the person get educated, definitely person will become healthy also. President of USA has Mr. Kennedy has already said about that intelligence and skills can only function at the peak of their capacity when the body is healthy and strong. So definitely you all may agree about this. Without the physical health and strong of physical body, one cannot achieve the highest performance of his or her life. Rhythm, please the next slide. Now let us talk about that when we have discussed that why P is required or why P is important in the education system. We must understand that those who are providing P to the society, to the kids, to the students, who are these people? What should we call them, or what are they called in the society? As it is on the screen, who are the PTs? Games and sport teacher, or yoga teacher, or gym teacher, or the most common PTI. But actually, we have to understand who is a PE teacher. Mr. Rhythm, please you put up the next question on the poll.
Yes, sir.
Now, to understand for this, I wish to have your opinion about this, that whom we should call a PE teacher. Please put up your opinion about this, that whom we should call a PE teacher. A PE teacher is a sports person, a physically fit person, a teacher of PE subject or field, a person who can deal only matters of physical aspects. So most of the people in the session have chosen a teacher of PE subject or field. Yes, definitely, it should be in this way, that PE teacher is a teacher of PE subject or PE field. And yes, we must understand what is PE field. Thanks a lot for your opinion. Mr. Rhythm, please go back to the slides back.
Yeah, 1 second, sir. So is it visible?
Yes, now it is visible on the screen. Thank you. Now, when we have discussed, when you have given your opinion about who is a PE teacher, let us discuss once again about these all terms, games and sport teacher. Whom we should call a games and sport teacher? A person who is qualified in one specific sport to do coaching of that particular game or sport. Now here, I must ask everyone whether you know about that. There is a difference between games and sports. You can write in chat box that what do you understand by either game or a sport. because these two terms look similar, but they are different. In terms of physical education field, they have different meaning. A game is a kind of activity in which a team participation is there, and a sport where individual or a pair participation is there. So we can say that football, hockey, volleyball, basketball, these all are games and sports in which judo, wrestling, these kind of activities are involved. When we say yoga teacher is actually a professional person who has knowledge of yogic activities, who can conduct yogic activities for students, for people, for society. When we say gym teacher, the person who can handle all the gym activities like weightlifting to build up muscles for bodybuilding or to build up muscle for the physique also. But when we say PTI, this term is commonly used for PTs in the society. This term is totally outdated. We all should understand this, that this term was actually used in defense services. The person over there, those who are capable or those who have to conduct physical training for the defense people, they were called PTI. In the full form of this, physical training instructor. Now, who are they? They train the people to be physically fit. They do not concern about other areas of the development. They concern only about the physical development of the person. But commonly in the society, PTs are called as PTI. It's a request to all of you that do not use this term. This term is totally for the defense, or this term should be used only for the physical fitness improvement. A PT is totally a different concept. A PT comprises all of these. A PT is a games teacher also, a PT is a sport teacher also, a PT is a yoga teacher also, a PT is a gym teacher also. A PT is a PTI also, but not specifically PTI. So it's an urge to all of you. If someone asks you, or if someone call you as a PTI, please comment on that I'm not a PTI. Specifically ask them whether you are a sports coach, whether you are a yoga teacher, whether you are a gym teacher, whether you are a physical training instructor, or you are a PET. Or you should say that I'm a person of physical education field, because these all terms are related with physical education field. Now here we should understand one more thing, that what is physical education field actually? Physical education field is actually based on the same aim like education, wholesome development of a child, but through the ways of physical means, by some physical activities. In this way, it is not to be considered that physical education is totally about physical aspect. No, physical education is about overall development of a person, of a child, in which physical aspect, mental aspect, social aspect, even emotional aspect also come. When you, as a professional person of physical education, when you guide your kids, when you teach your kids, you always guide all of these. You never talk about only physical aspect. You teach them about mental aspect also. Suppose whether you are a sports coach, you prepare the student to be mentally prepared to play or to participate in the competition. So that makes that you are teaching them mentally also. You are guiding them mentally also. It is not only about preparing them physically for the sports event. As you are a gym teacher, you support the person mentally also. When the person is lifting any weight or doing any weight training, you uplift the person mental level also. So in this whole, it is that P field comprise all these aspects. Mr. Rhythm, please go for the next slide. Yes, now we all should understand that who are the PETs actually. Whom we should recommend that this is the person PET. The educators. Very important thing. Why I have mentioned this word, the educators. We all in the field of physical education are providing education. The way is different, the mean is different, but actually we are educating everyone. Those who come in our contact, we are educating everyone. The educators who instruct students in health, fitness, and sports. We all, the professional people of physical education, we all are providing this knowledge to students that how to become healthy, how to be fit, and how to be in a sporting environment. The educators who provide knowledge about active lifestyle. Yes, nowadays technology has developed a lot. Everything on the tips, everything on remote. Mobile is something which you can all say that by which you can do a lot of things. But still, active lifestyle has its own importance and it will be always there. It has its roots from the ancient period also. People in the Greek and time period or the Mahabharata Kal, they all were leading or living active lifestyle. Nowadays, this is slightly rolling down. We all, as a physical education professional people, we have to do hard work to uplift people lifestyle in active way. It is our responsibility. We are, as a physical educators, we have to provide this knowledge to people that active lifestyle will definitely will be benefit to live life happily. The educators who help to uplift physical culture in the society. Nowadays, as the present situation, the pandemic which you all are facing, physical culture, it's have been slightly went down. Why? People are not going outside. People are not going for sport activities. People are not coming out of their home. They are stuck gym instructor or a physical training instructor. We are providing this knowledge. We are engaging people in online classes, in online session of training of physical fitness or physical wellness. We are providing them physical culture. We are asking them to be in physical culture. As Prime Minister Narendra Modi also have asked everyone to do yoga at least for 30 minutes every day. During the yoga campaign, Prime Minister Narendra Modi have already said about that. 30 minutes yoga, har kisi se yoga. Definitely this slogan we have to follow. Without accepting the physical culture in our daily routine, we can't survive properly. As the pandemic, the COVID-19, it has been proved that those who have better immunity, those who have better physical health or physically strong, they will not be affected by COVID-19. So definitely, it is responsibility of all the physical education professional, whether you are a sports coach, whether you are a training instructor, whether you are a gym instructor, whether you are a physical teacher, it is our responsibility to spread this knowledge to the students, to the people around us, to whole society, whether old people or young people, that physical culture is important and is required. As I already told about this, PETs are just like a normal teacher of any other subject. When we say this, any other subject, suppose a teacher of physics will teach only the topics or the concept of physics. A teacher of chemistry will teach the concept of chemistry only. A teacher of political science will teach only political science. A teacher of accounts or any other subject will teach only the concept of that topic or that subject. But as a physical education teacher or the physical education professional person, we teach, we guide, we provide knowledge about subjects and as well as active lifestyle also. We do not only provide the knowledge about physical fitness, even we provide the knowledge how to keep our mind cool, how to keep patience. We provide these all kind of education, we provide these all kind of knowledge. Our way is different. Why and how? So first of all, physical education profession, it's not restricted only to the classroom or not only the grounds or not only at the sports field. Our field or our area is so big, so vast area we have. That's why our responsibility become more bigger, more better. We have to do more hard work. The professional people in the physical education field, they have to do a lot of hard work. Why? Because in our profession, teaching ways are too much different as teaching in the classroom. In a classroom, teacher teach on the board, maybe either with the chalk or marker or through some PPTs or some slides or some presentation. But in our way, we have to demonstrate also. We have to ask the people to do as it is. We have to ask the people to do the actions or activity as it is. So our ways become totally different. They guide the student for the same aim of education. Yes, ultimately, as the education have the aim of wholesome development of a child, we are also acting and we are also working for the same aim. We also want that everyone should grow properly, develop properly. And for that, we emphasize on the physical ways more. People may say about this that physical teachers always talk about physical aspects. Actually, we are talking about physical aspect, but by this or through this, we want that each one should grow mentally also, socially also, so that they can live life more happily. They can have more entertainment. They should be more physically strong. They should have more sound body and sound mind also. Mr. Rhythm, please go for the next slide. Yes, the PE teacher. is a teacher. Yes. PETs instruct students about sports, physical development, health, and good nutritional habits. Here, I wish to give some examples of some famous coaches, some famous sports personalities. If I ask you that who was the coach of Sachin Tendulkar, definitely most of you know about that. If I ask you who is the coach of PV Sindhu, definitely you all may know about that. Have you ever noticed that whether these coaches have provided good and international level of coaching to these people? Who are the PETs when these people are in the school? Because those PETs have actually developed this sporting ability in this sports person. And that's why they created interest among them. And that's why these people like Sachin, Virat, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, PV Sindhu, or any other kind of sports person, those who are popular, those who are famous, they have chosen this sport or game and become professional and become popular worldwide. And lot of laurels and medals they have brought to India. They have made India proud. But who were working at the root? These were the PETs who were working in the schools when these people are in the school as a kid, as a student. So PETs are actually those who are instructing the students about sports, about physical development. You all may agree about this in the schools when you work, whether you are working in the college or university or in any other area. You always ask the people to have some physical lifestyle, like suppose some morning schedule or morning session or evening session, or to do some yoga session or some physical exercise session. You all ask them to develop physically first. You tell them that health is more important. We all have understood from our childhood in our schools that health is wealth. Now, who is working on this? It is all of us. It is the people of professional of physical education who are working on this, that health is wealth. We are providing this knowledge to all the students. Nutritional habit. You might have seen that people, those who are in the physical education profession, whenever you talk with them about some nutrition, about some eating habits, they will provide you some very important information, some good knowledge that what should we eat according to your profession, according to your work, according to your lifestyle, what are the good things to eat, which will provide more nutrients. Definitely, the people of physical education field, they have good knowledge of nutrition habits. People of PE profession, I'm very happy to say that the people of PE profession are usually enthusiastic. Yes, they are full of energy always. Whenever you will talk them, they are full of energy. That makes the PE profession more important. That we are spreading energy to all of them, to all the society people. The PETs are physically fit. Yes, this is the most important aspect which all PE department or PE professionals should possess. They are excellent motivators. The people in this field, they are very good motivators. Whether you are a sports coach, you motivate your your players to play against any opponent or in different conditions, in different situations. You motivate the student to be mentally fit. You motivate the student to grow more mentally. The people in this profession are the best motivators in the world. PETs have knowledge of kinesiology. You might have understood or might have come to know about this subject name. This is a unique subject which is in the profession of physical education, which is related with the study of human movement based on physics concept. Now, through this, you may agree that all the PE professional people, they have knowledge of physics concept also. Here, I will ask all of you and I will urge all of you that if anyone say that PE people don't have much mental capacity or mental abilities, please ask them. We have understood these all topics, these all subjects when we have done our professional study. We all have knowledge of nutrition at a higher level. We can guide anyone to have a good nutritional habit or a nutrition pattern also. Exercise is science. Yes, we can guide anyone that which type of exercise is suitable, which kind of exercise are good for you to have a good health, to have a good physical fitness. We can guide the students in as present situation. Those are at home, everyone is stuck at home, but we are guiding them how to do exercise even at home also. Which kind of exercises are suitable to do at home? Which kind of exercises we can do? which kind of even household things also we can use to do exercises. We are providing this knowledge to people also. PTs have knowledge of sports and health sciences. We as a physical education professional people, we have knowledge of most of the games and sports. It may be that some of us have specifically knowledge of one game or sport. Yes, we may have, but most of the PE people, they have information and knowledge of so many games and sports. Either they can play the games and sport, or they can provide the guiding or the training tips to the people about these sports or games. PTs have good interpersonal and communication skill. Definitely, you all will agree about this, that we PE people, we have very good level of communication skills. That's why in most of the schools or most of the education system, the people in this profession are asked to spread the news, the ideas, the information to the parents, to the society, because our communication skills are best in the society. We possess this quality. We should feel proud about this, that we have this quality to communicate with people, even with unknown people also. Because we have been gone through with these kind of experiences, and these experiences we share with our students. These kind of experiences we share with society also. By this way, it makes us the most suitable communicated people. So we should feel proud about this. And I ask to all of you, you must feel proud about this, that you are a PE professional people. You have the most good communication and interpersonal skill also. The very important aspect of PE profession. PETs work both indoor and outdoor. Most of the people around the world, either they work outdoor or indoor. Rarely you will find that someone is working indoor and outdoor both. But the PE people, they work indoor also and as well as outdoor also. This makes them unique. This capacity and this quality makes PE people unique around the world. We have this capacity, we have this ability that we can work indoors also, whether in school buildings or in classrooms, or outdoor in a sports field, or even in the society also. So many activities we organize outdoor. It may be a sporting event, it may be a cultural event, it may be a co-curricular activity, or it may be a social event. We conduct events. We conduct events indoor also. It may be any function, it may be any ceremony. We have these abilities. We not only control the activities, even we take part in some activities as a conductor, means as an organizer. This quality makes all the PE people totally unique. In all the education streams or all the education profession, PETs becomes unique by this quality. At the last, this sentence I urge to all of you that if you have this concept in your mind that PETs cannot teach in the classroom, please change this concept. Not only as a PE teacher, even as a coach, even as a gym teacher, even as a yoga instructor, even as a physical training instructor also, they all can do teaching in classroom, just like a teacher of any other subject. They all are capable to do this. It may be that their ways are different. It may be that their concepts are different, but they all have this quality also. To do teaching in classroom as a teacher, they can deal with the students as a teacher, as normally or commonly as other teachers do. Definitely, as the concept of this whole, the physical education, as the PE teacher, when I have discussed this, all of you, this all things with you, you may understand or you may agree with my concept that PE teachers actually teaches about healthy and active lifestyle, which is the most important aspect to live life, which is the most important aspect to grow and to develop properly for a kid, for a student, and even for an adult also. Now for this, you all should start working hard in your field. Don't think that you don't have proper image in the society. Even don't ask for this, but make your field, make your profession more proudful, make your field more better. And it all can be done through your hard work. It can be done through your dedication. It can be done through your knowledge. It can be done through your behavior, your attitude. And very important thing, all the PE people, they provide values. They guide the student to have proper manners. They guide the student to have proper etiquettes also. For this, definitely the PE teacher becomes unique. I hope that I have uh, expressed my views in this topic that PE people are unique. Definitely you all have agreed about that. If you all have any queries or any suggestion or any ideas, if you wish to share with me, definitely you all are welcome. Either you can put up in the chat box or you can ask any queries related to the concept.